All right, so here we go. Hello, beautiful strangers. That's Glenn.
That's Casey.
And together we are...
Stranger, are you smiling?
And we hope you are.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes you smile these days, Glenn?
Good content.
Like ours?
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't act like our stuff being good is so hilarious.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but specifically today we're going to talk about Netflix.
Yes. Series,
movies.
And as a concept.
Yeah, for sure.
So we really are kind of in a golden age of television right now, huh?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
And I honestly think Netflix has a lot to do with the direction that TV has taken.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot fewer shows that have a lot of standalone episodes.
Okay, yeah.
Because TV shows are being formatted to be consumed like in binge form.
Right. Absolutely.
And I know you're pretty good about not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You're good at like rationing out shows.
Yeah, exactly, rationing. If I find something I love, I don't want it to be over immediately. So.
And I'm not. Like, I'm bad about shotgunning stuff.
Right on through.
What do I do? But like, because I'm doing it the way Netflix wants me to,
mm-hmm.
like I have given into the overlords' demands,
mm-hmm.
the shows can be formatted almost like just really long movies to me.
Yeah.
And sometimes that goes well, and sometimes, they get worse as they go along. It all just sort of depends.
Yeah, that's interesting. And then there's also the fact of pandemic.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody's been watching a whole lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then even when you get into stuff like whether you wanted to watch it or not because of whatever reasons, like Tiger King or
Love is Blind.
Last Dance.
There's no way I would have watched Love is Blind if I hadn't gone into quarantine like a week later.
Well, it's the idea of something being sort of a phenomenon because it's so many people latch on to it. So many
bored people who are like, look, something's happening here. Mm-hmm. It's bad, but...
Well, I think there's an element of sharing it, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's the thing where it's talking about, so it gives you... it's like an event, almost, even though it takes place at your house.
So did you watch anything crappy during... Like that you wouldn't have watched if it hadn't been a pandemic?
Oh, man.
Or is that what Tiger King would have been for you?
Well, I don't know if I would have watched it otherwise or not. It's hard to say. Probably because people were talking about it and I would have got interested.
I feel like I'm a lot sweatier than you.
I wasn't going to brag or anything, but yeah. You would take a time out and run?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't care. Sorry, I don't care about y'all that much.
Okay.
I do care about you, but I'm sweaty.
I mean, I take chances and watch things that turn out to be really bad quite often. So I was going to be doing that anyway. Now, I'm probably doing it at a higher clip because, or was, when we're even more locked down than we are now. But, but there are some gems that I saw because I'm just going to jump into some of these titles, I guess.
Okay.
I watched Sex Education, which is a Netflix original, I think.
Dramedy.
Yeah.
Like an English show that for some reason seems to take place in America. But,
it had a very American vibe. One of the best shows I've ever seen, though, easily.
He uses superlatives a lot, but it is a very
but
show.
It's true, though.
I know, but when you say it about like 15 shows, people get like, all right, Glenn.
I have to stand by whatever it is I've said at whatever point, unless I was being silly on purpose.
I believe the joy that they bring you is that sincere. Yeah. I'm just jealous because I am full of hate and vinegar, and I don't feel that good watching shows for the first time. So that's the only reason that I call it out. I'm just jealous.
I mean, I guess making a list of our best shows ever is probably a different episode.
Yeah.
Stranger, Are You Smiling?
Yeah, this is just what have we watched during quarantine.
Yeah, well, you go ahead. What did you watch?
I watched Sex Education. It's probably one of the best shows I've ever seen. It is really good, though.
Yeah, I know.
I think like the casting in that is so good.
Yeah.
That it almost justifies how hard I hit the word casting just now. It's just such good young actors, adult actors. They're all really good.
When I find something that I love thoroughly, I wish that I had been a part of it.
Yeah.
In some capacity, even like tiny role, just to have been a small piece in that machine.
Yeah, or like I wish I had thought of it.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, not so much anymore, but like I used to get it a lot at film festivals. I think the last time I felt that, watching someone else's movie, was John Cerrito's The Way You Look Tonight. I was like, I really wish I had thought of that.
This good idea, clever.
And I think Sex Education, I was like, that's a really good concept.
Yeah. What else you watched?
I watched Never Have I Ever.
Enjoyed it?
I liked it a lot, just because I think that it deals with the very...
I think you like coming of age stuff.
I do. I like coming of age stuff a lot, and I also like coming of age stuff that acknowledges that, like, kids are melodramatic and think they feel things they don't, but they also feel things intensely and deeply, and those are both true. They're both valid at different times.
I think in some ways they're stronger than when you're an adult, even though adults like to tell you that, oh, you don't understand what you're talking about, that you don't even know what love is, but you could argue that those feelings are stronger than you're going to feel as an adult.
I don't know what young love feels like anymore. So, like, so maybe they don't know what the love that you're going to spend the rest of your life with feels like, but, like, I don't know what that all-consuming, this is my life feels like anymore. And I thought that Never Have I Ever, like, I thought it did a good job of handling the lame, stupid problems that come with being a teenager, specifically a teenage girl, and also the specific problem of grieving for someone you love. This is my dream come true right now. All right, you tell us what to do, Kermit.
Oh! What? How's he talk? What's his voice?
I'm so I can't look at you right now. Get a different tool.
Do his voice right now. Don't think about it.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Coming
is he
to you
Midwestern?
live
Is he that?
from the... Yes, he is.
I don't think he's that Midwestern.
He's got his little throaty bubble.
Yeah, no, the voice is right, the accent.
Come on, Fozzie.
Come on.
Hey, you know what it was closer than? You're like Mr. Bill nonsense that you just broke out.
I didn't say that was Kermit's voice. I just did a voice.
I've actually found myself...
I need that.
Oh, no, I can't say that because I'm not talking about Netflix anymore. What else have I watched? I did watch Love is Blind. Not good, but very entertaining. If you like... If you like watching other people be messy, it's a fun way to do it without having to interact with the messy people. Emotionally life messy, not cluttered. I can hang out with messy people.
Well, they helped me get through the pandemic with Schitt's Creek and The Good Place, but those aren't originally Netflix. They were on Netflix.
Right.
But I guess they probably count for the sake of what we're talking
about.
Sure. Loved them both.
So Schitt's Creek, and you tell me if I'm wrong about this.
Okay.
The impression that I have of this show, and I've watched about half, and you've watched all.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I feel like it's a show that you tell people to watch, but they just have to find it on their own. And when they watch it, they're going to like it. Like, I don't know anyone who has watched the show and was like, not worth it. But I don't feel like anybody started watching it just because people told them to. I
guess I can see that. Well, because the premise isn't... Well, the premise is great, but it isn't flashy.
Well, and it's also like,
in a weird way.
Do I really want to feel bad for rich people who lost all their money? No, I don't.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. I mean, it's very, very good.
What I've seen is funny, and Catherine O'Hara, like, I feel like I'm watching an entire Simone Biles gymnastics routine, but vocally. I don't have a good Moira impression.
We've tried.
Yeah.
Alexis. It sounds a little like something horrible. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
What are you doing over there?
I'm checking our timer.
Okay.
Why are you calling me? Glenn Payne, ladies and gentlemen, my partner. Can you tell we're out of practice?
Alexis. David.
No, hang on.
All right, I'm Johnny Rose. This is a presentation of Casey Dillard Theater.
David, I wish that I could offer you comfort as a mother. That's that kind of stuff. Alexis. Your eyes are aqua.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not. Alexis.
I don't know. I was gonna critique yours and say it was a little low energy.
It is. That's why I'm saying I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying she's amazing.
But I think we can all agree that my Johnny Rose was on point.
Did you do a Johnny Rose?
Yeah, it was me and Johnny Rose.
When?
I said it in the intro. I was like, this is Johnny Rose waiting on more Casey Dillard Theater.
I had no idea you were being...
I was in character.
Okay. I realize now that I've been taking someone for granted here in town, and that's my friends in the Jazzagals. I need you to drop out of the group. And that wasn't quite right, because my vowels were too round.
Hey,
I don't know how she does it.
It's very difficult. We love you.
Yeah, if you're watching, if Catherine O'Hara happens to
come across
subscribe to this channel, and if I have gotten her name right every time, because I know sometimes I call her Maureen O'Hara, and I'm sorry about that. Like, you're both beautiful redheads that were great on screen.
A lot of improvisers in Schitt's Creek, Canadian improvisers, so that's awesome.
I love, is it the guy that plays Bob, the one that kind of like dances into every scene? He kind of comes in.
Hey, Johnny.
Johnny? Yeah.
Yeah. He swishes in.
What a fun choice.
Yeah. Anyway, it's great. Watch it. It'll make you very happy. They do amazing things. Every season they find a way to keep the same core group of characters and change the relationships between different pairings so that season has a new, fresh kind of tension.
I feel like they retreaded a lot of the same stuff with Alexis in what I've seen. I don't know where she goes from there.
You got to keep watching it.
I will. And I'm like, it's nothing about her, because the actress like kind of pisses me off, because I don't think it's fair to be like that pretty and that funny.
Oh, I was wondering where you're going with that.
Most people have to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Obviously, I went with gorgeous. Just kidding. It was funny. But, like...
You're under arrest. You ain't seen Bad Boys 2?
That's not it. Why do you go so high for impressions?
Because it's fun.
You ain't seen Bad Boys 2.
You ain't seen Bad Boys 2?
What were we watching that I said something that you...
Hot Fuzz. I don't know.
No. We watched something...
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious.
And I don't even remember
You said,
it.
you ain't seen...
No, I didn't say you ain't seen, but I said it with the same...
Cadence.
Oh, when we saw The Joker, you said it was the highest grossing R-rated comic book movie.
Oh, man.
Or it had made more money. And I was like, more than Deadpool.
More than Deadpool.
I didn't say it with an English accent, but
More
I did
than
it with a
Deadpool.
very English cadence.
It was amazing.
Weird.
And then we both broke down laughing, which is not always the way that goes. Usually one person does, and you explain why.
Yeah, it's usually you, because you're full of joy.
Well, that was a long time ago.
You're still more full of joy than the average blank-year-old, I think. What else did we watch? We were going to ruin this take. What else did we watch? I watched Love is Blind, and I'm not proud. I watched Tiger King, and, like, I'm not proud, but also that was a very sensationalist series when you actually...
Absolutely fascinating.
It was, but it was also, like, take it with a grain of salt. It was a documentary in title. It was more of a reality show.
You spoke to one of those guys.
That's a secret, but yes.
We'll leave it at that.
I did look up... I tracked down someone from Tiger King that I was very concerned about and made contact with them. And you'll be happy to know that they're doing okay. And it wasn't Joe or Jeff or Doc. Because I don't care if they're doing
I'm glad
well
you
or
can
not.
remember their names. I have no idea what their names are at this point.
Yeah. Fun story. He said the only reason he talked to me was because he checked to make sure I wasn't a reporter and I was hot. So.
Oh! So you are talentless because you got the hot thing.
Yeah! Finally! Now I'll have an acting career. Oh, that was mean. But true. It was an insult to the industry, not to the actresses. Most of y'all are a lot more talented than the roles you end up in.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
Which is another cool thing about Netflix, is that you get a lot of showrunners that might not be given a fair shake in, like, a big studio writing room. And, like, Glow, you know?
Oh, yeah, man.
Which we didn't watch during the pandemic. It got canceled during the pandemic.
There's so many shows we could go through. Glow's I mean, excellent. I love Glow.
I love Glow, and I'm so sad I'm never going to see how it ends. If anybody from the show subscribes to this channel, please send me scripts from season 4. I'll imagine the rest.
Animatic.
Yes.
Take 20 years to draw it up.
That's fine. That's fine. Maybe we'll get an animated final season of Glow. You know what? Why didn't they do that? If you can't get your actors together, New tip, Netflix, just animate all your shows. That's what I want you to take away from this, because animation is not an inferior art form. That's another thing. So they put Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix, finally.
Okay.
And they canceled the not good sounding live action series. So, hooray, Netflix sometimes keeps shows from being cheapened by inferior remakes.
Okay, cool. I feel like we have thoroughly covered every show on Netflix.
Absolutely.
No, that's not true.
All right, what's the worst show you watched during the pandemic?
Oh, man. That's
or movie.
Negativity, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means it wasn't for you.
I watched a lot of bad movies.
Well, let's not get into that, because then people might come for our bad movies.
Yeah.
We loved your movies. I loved every movie I watched during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I started watching Too Hot to Handle because Love is Blind was fun to watch, and its messiness, but like I couldn't do Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah.
Too much.
What are these? It's like a dating show? I don't touch that stuff.
It's just trashy reality TV.
Yeah,
It's like a lot of people that look like Instagram models on an island having fun and in sexy situations, but if they actually like make out or hook up with anybody on the show, then they deduct amount of the total amount of prize money that you can win. So you're supposed to be like connecting with them. It's basically like, I think the idea is shallow people learning to connect with people on a deeper level, but that was not the show because they didn't.
Nobody
they just kept
no,
making
what happened is they all
and,
made out. They got content and they didn't have to pay anybody.
Yeah, pretty much. That, or at least that's where it was when I left off. Also, there was a scene where these two characters got mad and they were like, we're going to lose everybody money by making out, because the show doesn't say who made out. They just say that someone did. It's a fun way of turning them against each other.
Okay.
Anyway, so they made out, and then, of course, the show was like, unfortunately, you lost another $500, and the people that had decided to get back at everybody decided to debut their acting ability in that scene, and it was great. They were just like, what? Someone here? Who? And I was glad I got to watch that scene, but I was also like, this is as far as I need to take it.
I'm done.
Yes.
Out. No more.
And it's important to know, like in a relationship with a show, when to get out. And I think that's a great spot to get out of this particular episode. So thanks for watching. What would you like to see in our background? We still don't know. We're having trouble finding stuff that we like that isn't going to completely screw up the wall. What's something that you would like to see? Do you have something that you would like Oscar Wilde to help you about? Let's hear about it.
He didn't give any advice. Oscar, what is the #1 episode they should watch on Netflix? Series. #1 series.
You're asking Oscar Wilde the #1 series on Netflix?
Yeah.
I gotta think about what Oscar Wilde's answer to this would be.
We don't have time, Oscar. We're running over.
Okay, then he says Sex Education too.
Fair enough.
All right.
This is the first time I felt any warmth or joy for him.
What's your beef with Oscar Wilde?
I don't like his stupid face.
That's hurtful.
Bye, guys.
Bye, strangers. Oscar's got a special farewell for Glenn today. Bye, beautiful strangers. Goodbye, goodbye.
He's flipping me off. I get it.